Hello, watery tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 Dawn of Souls with the modded balance, and me, BlueAnkylo. And also our 4 Warriors of Light, who are halfway through, approximately, the Lifespring Grotto. And today we should have very little problem getting to the bottom of the grotto and facing off against one of the super bosses of this mod. And I don't know what we're going to be in for exactly. I'm a little bit scared. I think we'll get to the bottom pretty quickly, and then we'll probably spend the rest of the episode dying to one of the special bosses. So you can look forward to that. What else is there to talk about? Well, I was starting to go through my head. It's not fair yet, but I'm starting to do like a final review for all the 4 different classes we're using here. And I mean, if you've been watching along, you probably have an idea what my opinion's going to be. This is not my favorite party composition for the modded balance. It's definitely not the worst I've ever thought I've tried. Like I've tried a few in the early game, but the fact, unless Melior learns level 8 magic, the fact that we have no access to level 8 white magic is actually a big problem. And there's a lot of people telling me not to bring an enchanter, the white mage, kind of the white version of the battle mage. And I'm like, okay, everyone says the enchanter's not that great. But then I'm like, but the enchanter would have had level 8 white magic, just the way the battle mage does. And I kind of needed that. I need that. I need a good Heliga, and I need like a good full life type caster. Oh, I think it was Diaga, right? Last episode I'm like, there's something about these death elementals. I can't remember what it is. It's this spell, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I'm glad I learned Diaga on my my Sage. This is the first time we fought a killer shark as well. I think even in the non-modded game, killer sharks deal pretty high damage. So we'll see if this guy, like, yeah, 173 to Victus is pretty impressive. I would only expect him to be stronger in the mod, basically. Suppose I should be healing Victus, eh? You know, one feature of the NES randomizer that I really miss is the telling you when you can flee or not. Why don't we try X Zone? It probably will never work, but we'll try. Instant death spells. Always my best. Always my favorite. Let's see. How many do we get? 2 for 4. You know, that's actually not bad. And Thundiga did some good damage. But yeah, you know, in the if you didn't watch it anyway, the NES Final Fantasy 1, there's a randomizer sort of application that you can use to randomize the game or just fix bugs and stuff. But one of the really nice features that I've kind of come to rely on is when you're in combat, some random encounters are just, you can't, they're unrunnable, we call them. You know, you can't escape once the battle's started. And those battles, you don't really know that it's unrunnable until you've tried to run for a few turns and failed. Which is, I mean, how do you really know? You just try it, you just find out by trial and error. And even if you fail for running for like 3 turns in a row, are you sure it's unrunnable? Or maybe you just had bad luck kind of thing. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is the NES randomizer. It switches the command from saying flee to saying wait, because you have to wait. You can't just get out. And I thought that was really good. So let's just go double Thundiga. I think this might be the most efficient. Man, that guy did a lot of damage to us. That poison Nega is pretty rude. Oh, come on, Dark Eye. Don't be that guy. Don't be that eye. It's not necessary to kill Melior. He dies so often already. Alright. Also, in case you're wondering, we're continuing the soundtrack from last episode. In case you skipped that one, we had a Guess That Music event playing along. So, if you didn't participate last episode, maybe you can participate this episode and try to figure out what music's... What Final Fantasy soundtrack's in the background. I really don't think it's very difficult. It's just fun. So I got a little bit lost on this map. I started in a different spot on it than I normally start on, and it sort of threw me off. So that floor took a lot longer than I was kind of budgeting. This marshy cave looking floor, I think I know the route. Treasure? Double treasure. Hey, I needed those giant's tonics. That's good. Alright, here we go. There's our exit. I mean, I might as well pick up treasure that's along the way, right? Turbo Ether, that's even pretty good for what I need coming up, so. Alright, floor 17. I think the exit's just right up here, isn't it? I feel like I'm also kind of worried that we're under-leveled now, so I'm going to start taking more of the difficult encounters just on principle. I don't know which of these encounters are great experience fights. 1300's not amazing, but I do think we need the levels. Hey, that was a piece of armor in a chest. That may have been the first actual equipment I've seen in a random chest in the Mod of Balance. Is that the only one? Is that the first Sage's Miter? See, I've had a Sage's Surplus. I've never had a Sage's Miter. Okay. So if this gives us better defense and even the same intelligence, it's worth it. 65. 68. So that's a big upgrade. Because the Wizard's Cap also gave an intellect boost. So this is a better intellect boost and a better defense boost. And now Melior is actually mostly caught up with Jade and the rest for defense. That's because Jade has that ribbon that may or may not do anything. If I gave him something that was not a ribbon, he would have pretty good defense again. Same thing with Beret. I haven't decided if the ribbon does anything yet, but... it might just be a joke item in the mod. Like, for all I know, it's just there to make fun of you. It's like, haha, you thought the ribbon would give you perfect protection? Nah, it's just a ribbon. It's just a piece of silk. Doesn't do anything. Sorry, guys. I feel like the blue trolls are not as weak to thunder as they should be. Let's see if we can find them down in here just to double check. They're weak to fire. Well, that'll teach me. Why would an underwater troll be weak to thunder? I don't know. Alright, so this was not the exit, but I'm glad I went back anyway, because that was a very valuable check. Also, did they just cast Death on Victus? Why is Victus not immune to death yet? I guess he didn't get the Protect Rings. I don't know. I feel like status protection is like a mystery I will never solve in this mod, unless I just find like the bin dump file that shows you exactly what stats were changed. It took me long enough to get a handle on it in the vanilla game, and now I'm like, I have no idea how it works. Alright, we're gonna do Farraga, and we're gonna do Thundaga. We'll do double whammy, because the shark and the eye should be weak to lightning, probably. And then the trolls are weak to fire. Thundaga! Pretty good to sharks. Farraga! Not really that impressive on the trolls, but hey. We got ourselves a win. Okay, the poison negas are bad. Let's flay them. These are the guys that if I could silence... The killer shark did 440 damage to Victus there. That's a new record from a shark. I guess I should heal up, hey? We're gonna die. We're gonna lose the whole party here. Do-do-do. Don't mind the shark just killing everybody. I'm sure he's almost dead. Alright? He always goes first, though. Stupid sharks. I mean, I guess we're walking around underwater. What do I expect? We're killed by killer sharks. They're called killer sharks. What would you expect? They don't call them friendly sharks or healing sharks. They're killer sharks. I don't think these dark eyes have done a whole lot since we started fighting them down here, so... Alright, we're almost there. It's like 2 more floors. I think it's up for this one. Not up there. To the left, I saw some stairs. Alright, not too bad. Also, just spiders, so it could be a lot worse. And the final random floor... Not fight them. Let's not fight some trolls. Ignore the trolls. Nope, just keep ignoring them, they'll go away. Another Sage's Surplus! It's not rare at all, it's everywhere! Well, Jade, can you use that? No. Oops, no, Diaga here. I mean, I've seen Diaga do over 1,000 damage to those death elementals, so I know it can do work. We're also getting, like, suspiciously low on high potions. I think the next... When we're preparing for the 4th bonus dungeon, I'm gonna really need to stock up on consumable items. Like, I'm gonna buy a lot of dry ethers and stuff if I can find them. Okay, here we go. So we've got 2 super bosses. They're both going to be terrible, but one is usually slightly more terrible than the other. That one's on the right, so we're going to go to the left first, and I'm going to put a save state down because odds are we're going to die terribly, and I don't want to redo 20 floors just to find out that it's impossible. Honestly, I don't think statuses are really our problem this time. If I had equipment that just gave you straight up defense, that would be the priority for this fight, I think. Also, Jade is probably not going to be able to do anything with physical damage, so buffing his defense and also giving him that should have given him a little bit more intellect. That would help his healing. Well, he doesn't heal, but his status inflictions and all that a little bit. Obviously, Melior is the primary caster. Alright, let's give it a shot like that. Defeat me if you can. It's Omega, everyone's favorite robot. So, the main thing will be his physical hits, and then he's going to have a ton of defense. So, you have a ton of magic resistance and defense. So, you pretty much have to buff yourself up high enough that you can break through. We're going to start by just trying not to die, which means... I'm going to be using I'm going to use all my Giant's Tonics, probably. And I think a good starting target candidate would be Melior. Although it would be quite wise, I think, to start stacking some defense. I have a feeling he's going to kill people, so we're going to lose it as soon as they die. Earthquake, interesting. We should be okay, maybe? I don't know. That is a status effect, so that's the actual death. Oh, good, he regenerates 833. Can we calculate his total HP from that? Probably. Alright, so yeah, we want to use a lot of Giant's Tonics. I'm definitely going to want to get everybody over 1,000, I think, to start. And I will keep putting a few white robes on just as we go. But like I said, I kind of feel like people are probably going to die getting set up. Yeah. So that's the wave cannon. Now, unlike Shinru, he doesn't do his super attack all that often. So hopefully he won't do that 2 in a row and then we'll get a game over. But if he does, that's kind of just bad luck. There's not a whole lot I can do until we're set up. And even Heliga, like, okay... So yeah, unfortunately, if he does that, I don't think there's a whole lot we can do. If he does 2 wave cannons in a row, we're probably going to get wiped. Which makes this fight really not my kind of fun. I don't know. Without having access to full life, this is going to be really painful. So last time, he didn't even do any, what am I saying? He didn't do any physical attacks at all. So maybe don't worry about physical attacks. I don't know. Anyway, Melior's all buffed up. That helps him. It's nice to start on Melior, I find, because he gets regeneration. I think I'll do 3 and a Heliga. The idea is... No, not a Heliga, an X potion. Is Melior should survive a Wave Cannon. Oh, his Wave Cannon actually didn't kill everybody. Well... The thing is, because I don't have access to full life, I still need to not have... I need him to not start with a Wave Cannon, or else... we're going to be in a position where we can't recover, basically. I really don't think there's going to be any spells that will protect us from Wave Cannon, and he's just going to spam it. That sucks. It's going to be really hard to get back from that, and now he's just going to physical Melior down. Well, okay, hold on. Change of plan. What if, for now... How many of these do I have? 20. What if I got him up to like 2,000 HP? Wow, that was a lot of damage. I'm probably still dead. As long as this doesn't kill him. Alright. So what I was thinking is get his HP up a bit, and then like, I can blink pretty easily to get some evasion. Regen will help keep him passively healed. He's got the most magic defense, so he takes the least damage from stuff like Wave Cannon. Everybody else is going to take more damage than he will. We could do this like a solo challenge here for a little while. I feel like I'm going to need Victus alive, though, because I need him buffed up. I'm going to try to get Melior over 2,000 HP. I wish I had 99 of these, honestly. Not that I'd want to get him up to 9,999, just that, like, okay, half the battle is surviving him, right? Like, we're at a position where I think Melior can stay alive himself without too much to worry about. But, I can't really deal damage, right? I have to deal more sorry, there's two things. Surviving him, and then dealing more damage to him than he regenerates. And that's... I don't know how we're going to do that. Like, you could try hitting him with something like Darkness. It might have one of those 1% chance kind of situations. And then once you finally got him, he's blind forever, but... I don't know. So I'm specifically just going to buff up Melior himself. This is going to take for friggin' ever, but I'm going to do this 4 times. So you should have max evasion and max defense as far as the mod of balance is concerned. And I'll probably have to do this again when I bring somebody else alive. But this way Melior is mostly indestructible. If Omega can only punch him for 32 damage, he should be fine. The problem is, how will I ever kill Omega? Like, Melior he can't equip a weapon that does enough damage. And even if I could get haste and temper, we can't stack those up high enough. And we have to do like thousands of damage per turn. I'll put this on just in case he doesn't have... Like, if I get killed by Earthquake, I'm going to be really mad. So I'll put that on just in case. Is there anything else I can do that might help? I guess technically I could buff Melior's speed and attack a little bit, but... Oh, you know what? I'm going to use these. Because if this fight... This is just going to take forever. This is going to be a very, very long episode, probably. But my idea here is Melior has become my primary caster and the only person alive. I'm probably going to have to end up using like a Turbo Ether on him or something like that. So if I can recover to a higher MP total, then I can spam his magic a little bit more freely and then regain more when I use my items. Let me just see what this does. Not half of his regeneration. That's not even going to become close. I can't imagine something like stun would work. It would be hilarious. It friggin' worked. I wonder what the odds were of that actually connecting. I wonder how he stayed stunned for 1 turn. Well, I mean, it could have been less than 1 turn. Could have been never applied. Wait, dang it! Even with the stun, I couldn't bring up Victus. I guess I shouldn't waste Giant's Tonics until I know he's gonna survive a round. I don't know what else I can really do to, like, encourage him not to die. I guess we could try to get him stunned on a turn that Victus was trying to heal himself. But, I mean, what are the odds of that ever working? Twice. Can't imagine the odds are very good. So, definitely have some issue here. So I want you to try to heal yourself up. Maybe we'll try to Phoenix down someone else. No one else can even stand up. This is what I meant by this is going to be really hard without full life. I mean, I'm going to run out of Phoenix downs before I get anywhere here. At least I don't lose the X potion. Alright, so Victus is currently alive. So what we want is to get Victus to the point where he doesn't get killed physically, and then we try to heal him up through his, you know what I mean, the other thing. So, I guess we don't have access to the defense with the blink spell like I like. So instead I'm going to have him white robe himself. And we don't have... Unfortunately, I didn't give Vanish to the right person for this. The way this is working out. Okay, stay alive, Beret and Victus. Dang it, Victus! You're supposed to stay alive! I guess that sort of proves the point that I need Null Magic on, because Earthquake does work on him. Oh, man. How are we ever going to get through this? This is an interesting ball of wax. I want to get Null Magic on everybody again. And it doesn't matter because they're all dead immediately. Wow, I just can't get a break. So how the heck am I ever going to kill Omega? Like we're cycling through items at this point. I can't bring anybody alive long enough to do anything. He's just going to kill one of them every turn. It wouldn't be any better if we were fighting Shinru. Trust me. I guess if you only use a Giant's Tonic on yourself, I don't have to worry about getting wasted. I feel like I have to go Lightbringer to get Earthquake protection. I guess... I don't know. I guess at least getting a Giant's Tonic on yourself, it's not wasted and it's permanent. Like, it sticks through deaths. But I don't have a lot of X potions. Like, I'm going to run out of these. So I can't really have someone else waste them if they're just going to... I mean, I probably got lots of MP. So I'm going to try to get him over 1,000 HP at least, which means if I can keep him alive, he can probably survive a wave cannon. Barely. But that was like... I could probably do more damage than that too, so... Alright, let's try to get Victus up again, and I'll just keep spamming Heliga forever. Okay, I'm glad Beret went first. This is better. Alright, we got a little bit of life. Let's get that Lightbringer up immediately for Earthquake. Let's try to get... I want the whole party alive. Is that too much to ask for, to have the whole party alive? At least Victus survived. That's good. Okay, we're actually healed up a little bit. Alright. Let's, I've still got Giant's Tonic, so I'm still gonna stack that up a bit. Now that Jade's alive, let's do one more anti-magic so that he has a chance. Against, assuming that actually protects you from Earthquake. I don't even really know, but... Alright. Jade goes down, but we didn't waste anything on him personally. I'm gonna say, because I really don't want Victus to die, he's gonna be more important to have higher maximum HP. And we'll make another try on Jade here. Yeah, I gotta get that physical evasion and defense up soon. Because a critical from Omega right now would be pretty bad news bears. Let's take a stab at getting stronger here. Again, I'm gonna try Lightbringer to keep Jade alive. I'm gonna try Jade, just buffing his max and start healing again. If we can get Melior to go first. Nope. 750 damage to Victus on that one spell. Again, if he does that twice in a row, there's basically nothing I can do because Victus will be dead. Unless I use an X potion. Well, no, because if he goes twice in a row, he's dead. So that's why I want his maximum HP higher, so that that's not the problem. So he can survive a couple in a row. Alright, that should be fine, in theory. I would really like the Phoenix Down to go first. You guys need to cooperate and do your turn order better. That's why Jade can't have nice things. Okay, Victus has a lot of max HP. Let's start giving a little bit more thought into defense. And, this is brutal. Alright, he survived. Beret has pretty high total HP now, so that's not bad. Alright, I'm starting to like the looks of things a little bit better here. We've had a couple stacks of Protectora. I'm a little bit worried about Jade's total HP, obviously. I think I've got null magic on everybody. Do I? I don't know. I'm just gonna double dip in case I mess that up. I would rather not get killed by Earthquake on Jade. Now that we're finally getting out of our rut. Basically required Melior to become invincible. I guess I could have got an Angel Ring for Jade as well. The two of them can equip it. Might not have been a bad idea. Alright, I'm starting to like the looks of this. Just gonna do a couple more white robes for protection. How many Giants Tonics? I got 4 left. One more for Beret and maybe a couple more for Jade. Just to get out of the danger zone. The highway to the danger zone is fraught with peril. So if I don't heal this turn, I could... Any good items we've got? Let's throw a speed drink at Victus. I don't know if they'll even work, but we'll try. Like, I don't know if the new formula with the mod balance will let that do anything. Alright, so it's time to start thinking offense. So we're going to have a few turns of... Where is it? The Giant's Glove. That'll give him extra damage. We want to get him hasted, but first we'll do a couple vanishes. Because other than Melior, no one else has any extra evasion. And we'll have another Heliga this turn. Perfect timing. Alright. Okay, I think we're getting there. We just gotta keep everybody alive long enough to buff up. And then hopefully we'll learn that we can out-DPS his regen with Victus, basically. But I'm definitely gonna go for a couple more vanishes. I used all the Giant's Tonics. We got one last giant tonic. Let's get Jade up. And we'll do another Heliga this round. Perfect. He did a double wave cannon, but at least he gave me a chance to heal in between, so. Alright, it's looking like we got a lot of HP. That's good. We're starting to get quite a few stacks of the Giant's Glove. Let's get him hasted, because that's an amazingly good buff. And let's cast Enchant as well, and do another Heliga. I gotta remember to use a Ether on Melior pretty soon. Jade still took a pretty big hit from a physical attack, which is why I should still do some more Vanishes, but I'm gonna start attacking with Victus this round, and do another round of Vanishing from the buffers. And Melior... You know what? No. Well, try Stun. We get a lot more... Ooh, that's bad news, Bears. We did not do as much damage as he can regen. So... Whew, we got a problem with this boss, everybody. He's got too much defense. And even with, like, the best weapon in the game, we can't actually hurt him. Well... What else can we do? I don't know if the speed drinks will actually help. I just figure I'm running out of ideas. I don't know how much higher we can buff his various attack stats. So we'll do like one more full round of buffing, and if he still does exactly the same damage, then I'm pretty sure that he's hit his caps. Which is going to be basically that this is a complete big waste of time and we lose. Because it's impossible. That's not what I want to hear. Should have cast, it's fine. It's not like we're doing any damage anyway. I should have cast, not Zeal. Whatever the Pseudo-Saber is. I said I'd do one more round. I'm going to do 2 more rounds. Just because we didn't even hurt him last time. We're going to need something else. So, I wanted to try out, Enchant. That's the name. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to be at the caps for the various effects. Like, I don't think we're going to actually be able to do more damage here by significant margin. But let's see. Hasted and buffed up. See if he does any damage. I'm going to go with another Vanish. And I don't know what else I can do. I'll try another Enchant. I guess if I could get him stunned, we'd get bonus damage while he was stunned. Physical would do more, probably. 700. That's not going to cut it. At least we got the stun off, but he'll probably recover pretty quick. I guess we could try to get Beret buffed up enough to attack, and then the two of them together might just barely out DPS the boss. I mean, that's an option. We're not in the fun zone. I feel like Jade was taking a lot of damage, so let's throw a little bit of extra protection on him. Oh, we did 1,400 damage because he was stunned. That was definitely successful. Now, that means we've gained 600 damage total so far. It's going to take a while before we're making significant progress, and he's probably just going to, didn't I have a turbo ether down here somewhere? 150, no, we want to use that dry ether now. He's probably not going to stay stunned very long. But the fact that stun has worked 1 out of 3 times... That's definitely a good sign for that being maybe the correct way to kill this boss. I guess it's certainly worth trying to blind him a couple more then. Because if he could be blinded, that would definitely help our damage output. I mean, again, I don't know the odds. It could be tiny. We don't have a high enough sample size yet. I mean, he's a robot. Blinding him sounds a bit silly. But we're doing damage now, so this has been a really good stun. Like, this stun has lasted a lot longer than I ever would have thought, honestly. Status ailments, guys. If only there was a way to stop his regeneration. This is when someone will tell me, Blue, did you know that if you cast yada yada something something, enemies are, regeneration is cancelled? That'd be hilarious. I didn't think focus would work. But what else can I do? I mean, I guess, you know, I haven't really tried just pure magic damage. Oh, you know, I didn't even think of that. If we can avoid magic defense with destroy, that's another 1,000 damage a turn guaranteed. And if he just stays stunned forever, maybe stun to victory is what I should have done from the very beginning, honestly. I just never would have thought that one of the optional super bosses would be weak enough to such a disabling status effect that we could use this to beat him. You saw how it started. But now we're stacking up. We got him. Alright, well guys, I recommend using the stun spell on Omega, and then buffing yourself up enough that you can survive wave cannons when he wakes up. Look at that. We got level ups. We got a holy staff. It's holier than thou. Let's see if it gives him any intelligence. 68. Most important part is your stats, your intellect. It does not give any intellect, so I do not want to equip it. But we'll go see what spell it casts. I don't think it's going to cast Holy, but maybe. Getting a random encounter quick before we end our episodes. Really quickly, really easy to get a random encounter. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, it's probably up. No. I must have missed it up at the top. Holy Staff? Judgment Staff. I didn't equip it, right? It is equipped. Okay. Okay, you cast it on somebody. That's different. Is it gonna be like Curaga, maybe? Is that life? If that's life 2, that would be really good. Alright, alright. So, before we end the episode, I have to investigate. Because we have no access to life 2, a spell or an item that would cast life 2 would be amazing. If it's only life 1, it's basically just a Phoenix down, but that doesn't really mean anything. So I'm just gonna go fight something strong enough to kill people over in the desert. And I'm just gonna, let's do it like formation. We'll move Jade up front. Sorry, Jade. You're just probably the weakest defensively. Just take all your armor off and do a couple random encounters where we try to get him killed. Killing the enemies too quickly. What could we do? We need to, like, waste turns. I guess if we got Earthquake to kill him, that would work. You know what would probably be easier is just to go into this, into the tower, because there's a lot of deadly enemies in here. And just unequip people's weapons so I can just go on autopilot. Also, sort this. Like, this should do some decent damage because he's got no armor on, right? Yeah, he'll be dead. Okay, good. Now we just escape. Please. Alright, good. Get out of there from the really dangerous stuff. We'll heal up quick. Except for Jade, of course. Put our swords back on. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to leave the Judgment Staff because it's intelligence. And then I'll use the item. And we'll just see just if this is like an amazing item or a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap. What a waste. All the way down to Omega for a Life 1 staff. Nobody needs Life 1 for free. I'm sorry, everybody, but I am disappointed. That was a really hard fight, and we got a waste of an item. There's those dark eyes. That killer sharks. Hey, they dropped fancy names. Fancy names. Omega, there you go. So, 16,666. Tons of magic defense. Tons of physical defense. He was weak to lightning. I always forget about that. But I don't think we have a high enough damage. Like, he resists paralysis, so how that worked, I still don't even really know. I guess just high enough intelligence that the odds of stun affecting are high enough, it just works. Hey, that's good at least. Anyway, that's all for today's episode. I'm going to be doing some shopping between episodes because I'm going to need to stock up on all this stuff. And I'll see you next episode. I'm probably going to need to make some money too, so it might be a little while between episodes. And then when I come back, we'll be ready for round 2 of the water dungeon because we got to go fight Shinru next. So wish me luck. I'll see you there.